which means assembly. Ecclesia means assembly. Ecclesia means assembly. Now let me just work this for just a moment. Let's suppose, for example, that you were every Monday through Friday from 8 o'clock in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you took your child from August until April to the mall. Every Monday through Friday, from 8 o'clock till 3 p.m., you took your child to the mall. What do they understand about the mall then? Well, yeah, they're going to shop, but in compare, what should they be?
In the mall.
In school.
I'm going to need somebody over there in a Bennett Bell telling me the answer to that question. I need somebody who didn't go to Bennett talking out loud and everything. The question was, let me give you the answer to that question. So I'm saying, from August until June, from 8 o'clock in the morning till 3 p.m. in the afternoon, Monday through Friday, where should the children be?
School.
Hallelujah. Now suppose every Monday through Friday, from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday, from August to June, you took them to the mall. What are you saying about school then?
It's not important.
What's most important? Because every day when they should be over here, somewhere that's better for them, we got them in the mall with just window shopping and window shopping. So what it is saying then is that the mall has become more important than school. Well, what happens now? On Sundays now, across the street, folk playing soccer. Used to be a time, stores didn't open till 1 o'clock. Gave you time to get them out of church, go to Golden Corral, get your little discount, then get on over there and open up. Now, so the point is, so if something else occurs on a Sunday, if the church is not an anchor, it's going to tell the kids this church must not be important. AAU is more important. Sports more important. Company is more important. All these the church has to be an anchor. Now be clear. Just like school has to be an anchor, we're in school to learn what we ordinarily would not be able to learn. We come to church, being in church is not a reflection about whether you love God. It's about saying that I need some instruction. I need some insight. I need to come together with believers to let me know that God is a wonderful God. I need to make my way to the church to be there, not to go back in here and get some credit with folk, but to let God know how much I love him. Let him know how much I need him. I need to be a part of the assembly. Because somebody's going through and I'm going through. But somebody's husband's going to help me through. And somebody's spouse is going to help me through. So it's not just about giving. It's not just about receiving. It's about giving as well. And now we got folk now online. That's why we don't have Periscope today. There are folk that are stay at home. I stay at home. And this is amazing. 2 weeks ago, somebody I remember had the nerve to say, you know, we're going to come to church, but we know y'all on Periscope. So we stayed at home, made some pancakes, watched the preacher. It was a good message, but we stayed at home. So Periscope cannot be a substitute. It's got to be a supplement. There's nothing like coming together in the house of the Lord with the people of God, with the place of God, to be able to hear the praise of God. There's nothing that changes. There's nothing like this anywhere. You can't go to a fraternity meeting. You can't go to a basketball game. There is something about being in the presence of God with the people of God that get us prepared for what the week is. So the anchor, I'm telling you right now, on a Sunday, I don't care who's in town, we're going to be here. On a Sunday, so here our anchors. Our anchors are, somebody asked us the other day, well, where are you at a certain time? Every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, we're in this fellowship hall sweating from 6:30 to 7:30. Storm may rise, we still up in there. So, but on Sunday, my anchor is going to be here. Because let me tell you, there were some times I didn't always have the church as an anchor. And I can tell the a difference in those times where I tried to figure it out on my own, and it did not work out. But when I made my way to the house of the Lord, and I was glad when they said unto me, I found some revelation and inspiration I could not find otherwise. So the church has to be an anchor. Had some kids last week talking about asking when they come to church. No, I got to go shopping for school. You ain't got to go to school. Shopping for school or something. That church has, if I always take my kids to the mall at the time they're supposed to be in school, the mall looks more important than school. If I always take my kids here and there on a Sunday, it makes whatever that activity it is look more important than church. And wonder why at this point we now have this generation coming up. Our generation, even we didn't want to go. We had, big mama grab you like, get on, boy, get on. If you're not going, and then hit me, oh, I don't feel good. Well, you gonna get up today right here and then something. Don't go to church down in Mississippi, man. You been down to church in Mississippi, man, from like 8 o'clock in the morning, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Then you got to go back home, then you go back and get some lard, then you go back and eat, then you go back at 6 o'clock at night, and you get to get out. But we learned about the biblical stories. And they got ingrained in us, even though we didn't want to hear them. But now you got a generation, you start talking about something in the Word, talking about Job. You say, job? No, at some point, you got to make sure our role, the church, has to be an anchor. The only way to live a life of being invincible and incredible and also invaluable is the church has to be an anchor. Can you give God a hand clap of praise there right now? So the church should end up being overarching over the city. We should be leading the world and not having the church try to adopt the world's methods. We need to be leading, not following. We are the one. We are the church. We are the ecclesia. We are the called out ones. We are the assembly. Our role is to go back here. And so when we start praying over this city, and start praying over our superintendent, and start praying over our mayor, and start praying over our government, and start praying over our president, and start praying over elected and appointed officials, you watch at that point when believers get serious about that, we can start turning this world upside down because we are the church. There's power of the power of the universe is on the inside of us to make a difference for this world. The church has to be an anchor. Has to be an anchor. Lastly, what's the first C? Second C? Is master. Charity. Agape love has to be an anchor. That there's some folk that will push your love button. Yes, Lord. Like if you get up that morning with your mind stayed on Jesus. And then you saw them. And all of a sudden you just felt the joy just leave and the love just diminish. And you're like a rich on it was about amazing nothing about it. And it was like just left away. There are some people that make it, you're supposed to love. I care for God is hard sometimes. But the point here is, when we start thinking about how hard it is to love them, we got to be reminded about how hard it was for God to love us. Talking about other folks. But how hard? And so here it has how much Jesus loved us. Stretched his arms wide and died. Gave his all for us. And sometimes, I'm telling you that there are people that are difficult to love, but an anchor has to be for a believer to love them. I said an anchor for a believer has to be loving them. I said an anchor for a believer has to be loving them. John 12 says the world will know that we are Christians, not by what's on your check bouncing all over town. The world will know you're a Christian, not by what's on the front of your page, John 3:16. The world know you're a Christian, not because you said Jesus wept. You ever been around folk, they talking about the grace Jesus wept. They don't know why he wept, when he wept, how he wept, or the reason he wept. So the world will know you're Christians by your love. There's some kind of way that even when folk are hard to love, we love them anyhow. That I'm telling you, now sometimes it's best to love them from afar. Till you grow up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? That's not on that. It's step away for a minute. But I still got to go back and love them. So in other words, their actions cannot cause a reaction of lack of love in my life. What they do to me can't change the fact I still got to love them anyhow. Got to love them. I'm going to love you to kill. I'm going to love So charity has to be an anchor by which we love. So what we have here, what do we say here again? What? God's love is incredible. His love is also invaluable. And his love is also what? Invincible. So charity has to be an anchor that we have here as well. So this whole idea about the spiritual principle. So what I want to do now is to go back and take a look. Today's lesson comes from Psalm 24, verses 1 through 10. Psalm 24, verses 1 through 10. And I want us to take a look at just a few things for your notes, and we'll finish this up now. So we've already been through the INV on your outline. Last week we went over the I, invincible, the N last time, not standing in terror, but growing spiritually. And then also the V was at that point being invincible there, being a victorious God. From Psalm 27, what I want to do is to go back in now and have Psalm 24 and have an opportunity to go through and talk about where we are now. So if you would turn with me now to Psalm 24, and I want to look at just a couple of verses here, and we'll pick up these other points that we have coming up in just a moment here. Psalm 24. And although the teaching is coming from the NLT, I want us to read now from the King James Version, Psalm 24, and there are only 10 verses in here. So let me frame this for us before we read this. So what has happened here, this is written by David. Now, David did not write all the Psalms. He did write this psalm. And David wrote this psalm, and this psalm is written. So in biblical times what happened was they had the Ark of the Covenant. They thought God stayed in, like this, they thought God was in here. So they took God here. There's the Ark of the Covenant. It looked like this. There's a basket. Let's take it back. It wasn't orange. But here's God. Here's the Ark of the Covenant. And so they went, they took this. But then David says, I need to build a temple for the Lord because he's been so good. And so instead of having this ark go from tent to tent, they now are walking into the house, the tabernacle that David has built to put the Ark of the Covenant there so that God at that point now has a human home. So in other words, think about it this way. Anybody ever had a time where you were trying to either get a car or make a purchase, and everything you tried to do, it was not working? Now, y'all don't have that experience, but there are some people who got some jacked up credit. And they got to go back in here, and they got to go through, instead of paying 2% interest, they're paying 75% interest. So if you ever got to a point where you have gone through and tried to just go through and wait, and when it finally came to pass, oh, glory to God, what a wonderful day. When we were moving to this church, it was in the midst of all of that crisis, that financial crisis, and nobody was doing anything, and we had to go through. It took us almost 7 months to close here. We already had everything in place, but at this point, when we finally got the key, now be clear, before we got the key, Pastor D said, bend over. And she be getting on my back, looking all day, well, like all this stuff. That's what it didn't get on your back. Oh, my back hurt. But the idea was, we finally got the key. We moved in. And I'm offering, and what a glorious day it was. This is what happened in this text right here. You've been believing God for something for a long time. And it finally came to pass. And this is what David's declaring right here in verses 7 through 10. Let's read this together. Stand down, if you would, in the presence of the Lord. Let's read verses 7 through 10 from Psalm 24. Verses 7 through 10, King James Version. Repeat after me, please. I am ready to receive the word. I am excited about receiving the word. I am prepared to receive the word. So although the teaching comes from verses 1 through 10 NLT, let's just read verses 7 through 10 from the King James Version. Now I'll reference NLT in just a moment. Now this is when, once again, David has been waiting and working on building this temple forever, and now this Ark of the Covenant is now being put in. Finally, what he's believing for has come to pass. Let's start with verse 7. Lift up your heads, O ye gates, and be lifted up, ye everlasting the doors, and the King of glory shall come in. Who is this King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, O ye gates, ever lift them up, ye everlasting doors, and that the King of glory shall come in. Who is